Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my second episode of the Completionist series. Last episode we did a multitude of things, including woodcutting and unlocking carpentry. And this episode we are going to focus that down a little bit more so we can get Spider's Nest unlocked. Hopefully you enjoy. Initially what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have a lot more money, as we're sitting at 59 silver, which is nowhere near enough in order to finish everything. We're roughly 25 minutes before another cooking bounty comes on, and we're still sitting on a lot of cooking resources. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Homeport initially, make sure that we cook up everything that we have in stock and finish the next bounty. And once that's all been completed, we'll stock up on a bit more food, so we have some money left in the bank, just saved up for emergencies, just like this one. So for cooking, we still have 300 mixed vegetables and 23 in our inventory. We're gonna make all of those. That will give us a lot more money. We're starting roughly at 48, well, let's say 49 silver. So let's see how far we can get. While cooking, we managed to get our first knowledge point. Let's just unlock the street louse. It's an AFK activity and the first one, so probably not very useful, but we'll unlock it nevertheless, as slowly over time unlock more AFK things. Actually, come to think of it, we are level 20, so it is going to be of some use to us. 62 cooking. We can't unlock anything, so let's just choose XP, which is 10k cooking. As expected, I ran out of XP pots, so we're just gonna buy a couple. There's not much cooking left to do, but I want have these anyways, as I will probably return here often. So let's just buy 20, and that's another knowledge point, which might push us actually to the next level. 63, yes it does, very nice. Will be the last knowledge point that we get where we actually finish cooking, because we're about to be done. So we've just finished cooking all of our food, and I noticed that we are level 63, which gives us two benefits. First of all, we can make the new vegetable stew, which is actually a requirement for a level 63. That will give us 620 copper profit per item. So let's say 620 times 23. We're making 14 silver, 14.2 silver each inventory. So that's pretty good, nice. Stock up on like 100 and maybe 150 because I want to obviously keep some money for carpentry skill. Secondly, for our quests, there is also a quest which requires cooking, being the Branhof Inheritance. It requires 61 chef as well as 50 alchemists. So unfortunately we cannot complete it as of now, but it is something I'm keeping my eye on, and it's just nice to get that quest requirement out of the way. This is literally the easiest board ever. All of them are the common fried race, so we'll just complete all of that. And there we go, delivery complete, 89% knowledge, and 150 silver again, not bad. Figured it would be a good idea to get another inventory of pine logs whilst I was teleporting in, since that's basically on the way. Spend a little less money and actually make some money back with that. Strategy I'm probably going to employ is basically buying the logs, then using the circular saw to make them, and then use the lathe and then sell them. I'm probably gonna need those at some point, but I'd rather just sell them in order to ensure that we can get to that required level of 32 much quicker. So that's the main objective, so I'd rather just make a little bit of money, spend a little bit of money in order to get to that level 32 carpenter more quickly. With that being said, that actually also got us up to level 10 woodcutter, so not bad at all. We're definitely making slow but steady progress. Selling these logs actually brings in 6 silver, so that's not too bad, and since we have 2 inventories, we probably made about 12 silver from that. So all in all, not complaining. Right, so my daughter just woke up and I have to go to work as well, which means that we are going to put ourselves at an AFK situation. We are now 10-10, so that's not too bad. And if we take a look at the general map here in Homeport, if you head due south and then 2 tiles east from the Eel Street Bridge, you can find these street lows, and they are perfect for AFKing. Probably not worth it for me to pop the 250% wealth potion, but I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. Haven't been online for the full evening that I thought, only 6 hours, so let's see what actually happens. 12 silver and 8.8k XP. One of the best things about this is that it doesn't require anything. You can just start doing this, and yeah, there's really no problem with that whatsoever. You don't need any items or whatever, which is really nice. You can just start and get in. So definitely a big plus. Another inventory of pine chopped as the, I believe, hickory. Let me take a look. No, over here. The hickory logs, they're just way too far away, so it's really not viable for me at this moment to chop those. About an inventory and a half, so let's say 30 logs of the sway. was enough to get us the 2 levels required, which is 14, which means we can now start working on you. Now these are quite expensive. Now, in case you did not know, but if you exit the carpenter's workshop and you take this house just to the northwest, this is where Gwen's lumber is, and this is where you can buy your logs. Let's just stop at the free inventories, because realistically these are so expensive, it's just hurting the bank. Like, if this continues, then we'll be done very quickly, as in we won't be able to continue, and we actively need to start making some money. I think I'm gonna go for the silver this time. It's not something I really like to do, as the XP is just very valuable, but at this point we really need every little bit of silver that we can get our hands on. That's the strategy until at least 32. It has come to my attention that at some point we do need 50 carpenter and 45 woodcutting for the quest for forgotten things, which also requires us, as recommended, 55 scout. But yeah, for now that's not something I am thinking of going for immediately. I think I'll gather some resources initially and actually get up to that woodcutting level, and at which point I might just transfer everything over, start carpenting everything in order to try and extract as much XP as I can, and then maybe reevaluate whether or not we need more money or logs, and then just continue onward. So that's the plan. Level 18, very nice. 3 inventories were barely enough. So the course U that we just did is about 70 silver an hour, and this one is roughly 30 silver an hour, so that's much better. We'll have to go all the way until level 22 for this. Picked up 5 inventories, which in total is 115 logs. We'll probably use roughly 8 potions on this, but let's see if we can actually get close to that level 22 that we require for the next step. Next step is a little bit more expensive, but nevertheless we will switch over because of the XP increase. It has come to my unfortunate attention that we bought the wrong logs, so we will go completely bankrupt in order to continue. We obviously have some high-level food remaining in the ingredients storage, but yeah, this is a mistake which is not very good. Now I can still craft them provided they are level 16, if I recall correctly. Let's take a look. Yeah, rugged ash plank, so I could just craft them and sell them to get a little bit of money back, which is probably what I'll do, but still it's a decision which I should have paid more attention to. Figured for some reason the ash log would actually go on top, the oak log, sorry, and I bought all the ash, so I spent a buttload of copper whilst I needed this one. So that's unfortunate, but no matter, we will make the best out of it. Another knowledge point. Let's quickly claim that one. Let's also level up. Very nice. We'll take the 25 silver. Judging by the numbers, we're probably not gonna have enough money whatsoever in order to even get close to level 32, as just the hours that we require with certain resources compared to the GP per hour that it costs in order to use these resources. It's just, the difference is too much. So we probably will have to take a look at money making at some point in the very near future, but I'm not at all worried. There's multiple options that we have. And a bit more AFK time, 13 hours. So let's see. 17 silver and 18k XP. Not bad at all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check the message board for cooking, see if there's any good things for us to cook which are fast and easy. That was definitely well worth it. Dishes were very easy, very fast as well, but once we've actually completed carpentry, I'm definitely going to invest some time and money into stocking 100 of each secondary, tertiary, and whatever, simply because of the fact that that will make this very, very fast. That's the thing we're losing most of the time on, getting the supplies every time, but we're kind of tight on money right now, so I really don't want to do it. Nevertheless, we got more than half a level in cooking, so all in all, not that bad. And just opening my potions reagents mix, I found that we had 34 more pots in our inventory, so we're definitely going to do that. We're just gonna make those quickly in order to extract or have the most pots available to us. So let's start working on that. That's a couple more. Very nice. Got another knowledge point, but apparently because we passed level 20 and I didn't realize this, we had another AFK activity available. So we immediately unlocked that for carpentry. There's more carpentry at level 25, 27, and then 33 onward. So the level 25 and level 27 will definitely aid us as well. In terms of GP per XP, we're losing about 800 copper per hour on this method, 5 copper on the level 25 method, and about a silver for the level 27 method. So all in all, not that bad at all. Right, and that's all the potions made. So let's take a look at how many we have again. 52, yeah, that'll last us a short while. With that being said, it's only 2 minutes until the next cooking bounty. Probably gonna take that or take a look at what's available. We did get roughly 75% of the next alchemy level 27 to 28, and we're looking for level 35 if I recall correctly, before we actually start making money on this. Really can't complain. 2 rice, a chicken pie, and 5 vegetables, fine vegetable stews, which we have in the bank, so definitely gonna take that. Should only be a couple minutes. 1, 2, 3, to the 4. Let's head back into the forest and start working on carpentry again. Right, so it's probably not a wisest idea to do, but I'm gonna do it anyways. We've got some items in here for weapon and shield crafting. We're just gonna sell everything in order to maximize our GP. I don't want to be running around trying to do cooking bounties in order to just survive. So we're just gonna sell everything and see how far we can get towards level 32. Right, so all the logs that we bought that were incorrect have been processed. We got about 3/4 of the way towards level 21. And we're sitting at roughly 275 silver. So I think we're in a very good position to continue and finish this up. Let's start working on the rugged oak logs. That's the one we actually wanted. So let's see how much XP that gives us. We're about to hit level 22, which is our newest resource. This is also the point where I'm going to switch my knowledge points back to actually giving us XP. It's about time we do that, so let's convert towards that. There we go, that is automatically the level, which gives us rugged pine poles. Let's just finish the wood that we have and then switch over to the new resource. We're going to be on this for a while. This is what we're going to do until level 30. At which point we will transition again. So we're gonna need to buy a lot of these. When taking into account the 5% XP pot, it seems like we need roughly 640, a little over, of these rugged pine logs to push us all the way to level 30, as the XP difference is really pushing up. Obviously it's going to be a little bit less, given the fact that we also obviously get the knowledge points, which gives us 25% every time for a level. So I'm just going to buy everything that I can, which is not a lot likely, but it will ensure that we can keep going and most likely get very close to the, I want to say level 26 mark. That would be great if we could extract that from this cash stack and these XP pots. So let's see how far we can go. First, it's going to be a lot of running around. 257 logs, not bad at all. Let's see how far we can get with that. And there we go, level 25 carpenter. Another AFK activity unlocked, which is really nice. We're almost out of XP pots, unfortunately. So yeah, that's going to be a thing that I have to think about how I want to tackle that. 24% until the next knowledge point, which we will dump into that AFK activity, because it's very unlikely that I'll be able to finish 32 before I have to go to work. So I might as well try to get some AFK XP. There's a knowledge point. Let's immediately apply that, and that's an AFK activity unlocked again. Very nice. So now that we can do that, that will definitely help us getting some more experience in. So since we're out of the XP pots, I'm going to halt our training a little bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Homeport and we're going to buy a couple. At least we're going to buy the resources at the reagent vendor. The idea behind that is that if we buy them ourselves and then craft the pot ourselves, it'll be a little bit cheaper and we'll get more bang for a buck. You can actually get one of the 2 ingredients with level 6 in Gatherer. However, since I don't have that and I don't want to divert too much at this moment, because it is just way too efficient to just get this done, I'm just gonna do this strategy. I think we'll make like 50 again and then we'll go back. I think 50 pots will most likely allow us to finish off 32 carpentry without any issues, or we'll be very close. I've set up 48 pots, so that's more than enough for now. It was like 2 inventories, so not bad at all. Actually, let's just get away from here. We need to kill them at some point. I believe these twisted Wendigos are the monster that I researched into, most likely killing when starting the scout profession. But first I would like to finish carpentry, as scout will give us weapons, resources, and money, as well as armor, obviously. Let's head back to carpentry. We did get a level into alchemist, which is now level 28, so that's very nice. And we also hit another knowledge point, which I dumped immediately into carpenter. So we're closing in on level 26. And that's it. We're all out of logs. So we reached roughly 26.5. So we're going to rebuy again and see how many we can get. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit less, but that's fine. We'll just keep buying, processing, selling, even though our stack will get smaller every time, especially since we also have to upkeep the 5% XP pots. We'll just see how far we can get with the money that we have left, which currently sits at 171 silver. So we're losing money, but not too much, in my opinion. We will unlock this. Now we should be able to do that passive activity. We just need to buy some resources for that, which are relatively expensive, especially considering that I will most likely have to buy for an entire day. And there we go, that is objective completed. Level 28 Carpentry, so only 4 more levels to go actually. We are going to pick up the AFK resource and then put us ready there to work on that. That's going to be it for today, as I don't expect to be able to play. But in roughly 20 to maybe 18 hours, we'll see how far we've gotten. Hoping for a good result. Let's see how much the initial XP drop is. And then we'll log off for the day and see how far we can get. There we go, 510 added. Very nice. We are also at 60% knowledge, so we're closing in on that next knowledge point will definitely help us push towards level 29. A significant amount of hours of AFK, so let's take a look at what we've gotten. Whoa, look at that. That's a whole level and actually a little bit over. I'm happy that I invested in that AFK activity. Even though it was expensive, it still saved me a lot of time. Nice. I'm happy. Another 12 hours of AFK, as at the time I was really feeling sick. And another level, very nice. That really, this game with the AFK activities, it's just great. I mean, what more could you want, right? You invest a little bit of money and then you get passive XP. That's just amazing. Still was feeling sick, but there we go. That is level 32 Carpenter, which was our initial goal. That is very nice. I'm very happy to have finished this. As it was a little grind, it wasn't too hard, but still, it cost a lot of money and it was kind of money management. Now, we still need to go to level 50, so I'm just going to dump the KP back into Carpenter and then just finish the resources that I have. Right, so we finished with a decent amount of cash, which is much better than I expected. I'm just going to take a look at the bounty board and then we're going to continue with all the requirements for Spider's Nest. Okay, so we're now going to work on woodcutting, which means that we're going to get level 20. Technically, we don't need it to finish the quest. I want to get it done anyways. With that being said, we're going to cut the juniper trees and just drop training them. There's no finished product from junipers, if I recall correctly, at least not in my levels, so might as well employ that strategy. And we're going to do that east of Timberwell Green. There's 2 areas here where you can chop that. So we're kind of switching it up and hopping over to this area, which is the shortcut area. There's a lot of brambles here as well as a swave tree, and you can basically keep your cycle going easily. It's by far the best XP per hour until level 18, at which point we will need to switch to rugged ash logs, which is back in the area, and we can start banking those. Currently we're expecting about 43k XP per hour, and at level 18 we will switch over to the rugged ash for 50k XP per hour. I'm not quite sure if that includes the banking of them, probably not. It's probably just drop training as I've been doing for now, but it's very easy to reach the area, as portal stone that we have unlocked is over here. So it's 1 west, 1, 2, 3 north, and then 2 east. So not at all hard to reach. So let's power train until level 18 because it's going really well. I did do the initial part without any XP pots, as the junipers were too far away for them to be effective. However, with these being so close, I definitely think that they'll come into handy use. So we'll start drinking those. That'll boost our XP as well. And there we go, that is level 20 woodcutting. We're gonna bring back a couple logs, as I also dumped some on the ground. I decided to stay at this place because it just was way too freaking easy to actually complete this. So what's now left is that we're gonna dump the items, and then we will have to start working on Scout, and we don't have a viable weapon, so I'm very afraid that this might not work out. But we'll see. It's gonna be interesting for sure. I'll pick up a couple more health potions, as that might probably be a very good idea. I did get 1 or 2 KPs and I dumped them both into Carpentry, as we will need to hit level 50 at some point. Managed to pick up some nice gear already from this short little grind. We're up to level 9 right now, which isn't that really special, but we did get another KP and I dumped that into Carpentry AFK. Couldn't get the recorder up quickly enough, but dying is also a way to reset, so that's what we just did. Level 21 right now. We did pick up a couple new weapons and stuff like that, so not bad. Oh wait, level 12, not 21. Lol. I am going to start killing the disreputable outlaws now, which is a requirement of a level 10. So that's going to be an interesting fight. Decided I would try to kill these shambling bears. Easy. And a lot of silver too. Oh, that's nice. Previous guys gave me like 50 copper if that. And now I'm making over a silver per kill. That's pretty good. Right, so unfortunately it's end of day for me, which means we have to go to work again. Yay. We did get up to, let's take a look, at 21 scout. We are a 34 carpenter, which is not that bad at all. And I did spend a single KP unlock these AFK boars. We are sitting at 190.7 silver, so that's not bad at all. We're recovering very nicely. 12 hours of AFK, let's take a look. Oh, very nice. 17k scout XP and 16.8k silver. We'll definitely take that with a level added to that as well. Very, very, very nice. Right, another 8 hours of AFK. Let's take a look. Another 10 silver, which is nice, and 11k XP. Puts us up to level 23 scout, so that's very, very good. I just tried out these 33 Wendigos, and it seems to be a very close fight. I might need an health potion at some point. Breakpoint is definitely there, mainly obviously because of the epic weapon that I just got, even though it is a pike, which means that it is two-handed, so I will lose some defensive capability. And are we actually gonna die, or can we win this? No, we're gonna die. No, we're not gonna die. Hoo, that was close. So far we've been dumping our KPs into Carpenter as we need 50. I've just noticed that we've received this resource, which apparently needs to be dropped into the Bones Bank. And we haven't unlocked that yet, as in we haven't visited that. I know roughly where it is, so let's go on an adventure, go north, and see if we can actually find it. And here we are. Here is the Bones Bank, so let's deposit everything. For reference, this is the entrance from Homeport to Home Forest. Just go east until this central crossroads, then go north at the three-way junction. Brigands are, go east and then down, and you're there. Because of all the grinding that we've been doing, we got ourselves some nice resources for more XP Hope Forest potions. Furthermore, after that, we are going to switch things up a little bit, as we are currently working with level 26 scout. But I just found out that we basically missed a quest which we could have done probably ages ago, like 10 levels ago. Also unlock us the Mine of Manteuben. But first let's make teapots. I had a couple of rough days being sick and all, so it was a lot of AFK, but let's see. 40k added. Right, so we've arrived at Dryad again, and what we are going to do is we are going to complete the Nullify the Corruption and get the clearance from gel quests. These will tie into obviously unlocking the, oh here it is, the Mine of Manteuben, which is episode 3. Mainly I'm doing it because we're getting a lot of scout XP. Right, so what's going on here is that there is a basic combat triangle going on. If you've ever played RuneScape, basically one is strong against the other and weak against another, and so the triangle completes. I'm going to stand in the Cryonate well. Yes, I'm sure. In terms of how hard the bosses have been so far in these quests, not hard at all. Just step outside the glowing box, and you got about 5 seconds of doing that, and once it completes the special attack, continue attacking him. Might as well drink a health pot when you're outside the box as you're just waiting. And huzzah, the bear is dead. And another quest boss coming up. I remember when reading about this one, I was kind of intimidated, as I figured that it would be very hard to do, but it isn't. There's two phases in this fight. It's either attacking you or idling. When it's attacking you, it will first do the glowing attack, as you can see right now. Just stand outside, and after that, just attack him. He will start destroying the barge. Attack him whilst he is destroying the barge, and at some point he will pull back into the water. That is your cue to click on the barge, repair all the planks, and just keep an eye on him as he will rotate either north, west or south. And after that, get outside the glowing box again and rinse and repeat. It's not that hard at all. And that's the very intimidating boss dead. And that's the quest complete, which pushes us up all the way until level 29 scout. Now realistically there isn't any quest that we can do as of this moment which helps us in our scout journey, but what we will do is unlock the Mine of Manteuben teleport stone. I'd like to get ahead on these things, just ease of access. Here we are, let's unlock this thing by just simply clicking on it. And that will allow us to teleport, a very cool animation by the way, that will allow us to teleport to the Mine of Manteuben. Excellent. Very enjoyable quests, especially the nude, since that's just basically 0 damage if you do it properly. Very nice to now have the third teleport option being the Mine Southwest, as well as 5 new professions or skills unlocked in the Mine of Mentubin. With that being said, I do need to AFK a little bit, as I would like to edit some videos. So what we're going to do is we're just gonna go do a little bit of AFK cooking. Still editing a video, but there we go, that's another KP. We're very close to level 67 already. We did get another previous KP which we put into Carpentry, and this KP will unlock us another AFK activity for Carp. So that's very nice. We're definitely gonna apply that, as I need to go to work relatively soon, but I cannot complain. This is easy money and easy XP whilst I edit. Up to 69 chef with editing, not bad at all, but unfortunately still working on that same video and not done, so we're going back to AFK Carpentry. Right, let's take a look at how much the new method has given us. Nearly 45.5k XP. I'm really happy with that. That's really good. That's our tables unlocked. Very nice. That was the first inventory. I did buy a couple in order to keep going, and because of an update yesterday or a couple days ago, it seems like the head chef is now static, which is nice. Still a little bit sick, still oversleeping like crazy. So let's take a look. 54k XP. Oh my god, look at that. That's insane. A little bit skewed, but there we go. That is our first golden coin, equaling over 1,000 silver. Very nice. Obviously it's a little bit skewed since we still have to buy cooking supplies, but it's nice to have finally reached that. After this inventory, I think I'm gonna try to do the spider's nest quest. There we go. There is our 1 gold coin back. It's a single golden coin. It's amazing. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what it is all about. The whole purpose of us grinding towards 32 carpentry, as well as the other requirements. The strange stones, i.e. mobile deposit boxes. This is exactly what you want, because it's just going to speed everything up so incredibly fast. And, well, what can I say? I mean, if you haven't completed this quest, then go to my quest guide and complete it. It's very easy to do. You don't have to do the boss fight at the end in order to get the strange stones. What more could you want? It's a massive QOL. Fun little quest. The actual fight at the end was much easier than I anticipated. Figured I would have a much harder time because I stocked up on a lot of 25% health potions, but in essence we only used 4, so not bad at all given our level. Yeah, we're up to level 31 scout now, which is really nice, and we're nearly halfway towards level 50 carpenter, so very happy about that. Very closing in on that requirement. And that is also going to be the end of episode 2. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, then consider dropping a like and or pressing subscribe. And I hope you have an amazing day, and see you around very soon